Hi everyone, it's me again, Charlotta from the Teenyoga Foundation, trying to help you with some very common issues that we come across among young people today. And today we're going to be looking at anxiety. Anxiety is so common these days, both among young people and children and adults. What anxiety is, it's worrying about something that might or might not happen in the future. There's also another word we use, which is rumination, which means thinking about all the possible things that could happen way beyond what is maybe helpful for you. So anxiety can be really crippling and can stop you from focusing for your exams, or stop you from having easy relationships because you're always worried about what might or might not happen. So anxiety is something which is very common and has always been common among humans. In fact, it's one of the main reasons why yoga exists, is to still what they call the waves of the mind. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. It means stilling the waves of the mind so that we don't get too caught up in our own thoughts and worries. So here's a little sequence for you to help you with that. You can join in or you can just watch and do it later, up to you. Okay, so let's get started. So it's a flow, it's going to be a little flow to keep your mind on your body rather than in your head, okay? So we're going to start off with what's called the sun salutation. You see I don't use a mat or anything, I just do it where I am, just to keep it simple. So palms together, and when we put our palms together, it's a very gentle touch, just reminding ourselves to go inwards, inside ourselves, rather than continuously going outwards. And when I say go inwards, I don't mean go into your anxiety thoughts, but the hands are placed just in front of the heart, which means that we're kind of going into our heart. And there's a saying in yoga where we say, drop our head into our heart, meaning come out of your head and into your love and compassion, both for yourself and for others. So we drop our head metaphorically and physically to our heart, focusing in our heart and breathing from our heart. And you might even like to kind of start the practice with a promise to yourself, to be kind to yourself, or to be generous with yourself, or to give yourself a little bit more love and support. Then we stretch our hands up high, really, really high, stretching the sides of the body, the front of the body. When we open the front of the body, we let go of a lot of tension. And then we fold the front of the body to kind of protect ourselves and keep ourselves safe. So folding forward makes us feel a little bit safer and calmer. And then we stretch the right leg back behind us in a lunge. Yeah? And here, well, it's easy to be in a lunge like this, but what I'd like you to do is really stretch that back muscle. So come forwards onto the front knee and lengthen through the back leg just to kind of come down a little bit deeper there. And that will really focus the mind on that back leg. If you're finding your mind wandering, bring that knee off the floor slightly, and that'll make it a little harder for you. And then bring the left leg back, and this is a plank, so it's a straight body, and then coming down as you breathe out. Now the breath is an important part of this, so breathe in, look up, and breathe out when you look back. Breathe in and bring the right leg between your hands and stretch the back leg behind you. Again, if your mind is busy, bring the knee up and focus on the body. Where can you feel it in the body? Bring the left leg through, drop the head down, and again feel that sense of all the worries and concerns dropping out through the top of your head into the floor. Bend your knee slightly and come up again into the standing stretch and a little bit back behind you. Let's do that on the other side. Bring your palms together to your heart, drop your head into your heart again. Remember your promise to yourself, whatever that was. Breathe in, stretch up, and exhale all the way down. Now bring the left leg back, knee up if it's easier for you to bring your mind away from your thoughts. Head and body straight, bring it down, and breathe in, look up. Bring hips back, look back, Bring the left leg forward between your hands, and knee just slightly off the ground, and then bring the knee through, head to the floor, letting all those thoughts just pour out of the head, bend the knees, and then we're going to come up with the knee bent this time just to really engage ourselves. Focusing on the breath and bring your palms back down together. You can do this several times, or you can just do it once like that if you feel that helps. And then again, like we did before, we're going to stop with a breathing exercise. This one's called the 3-part breath. So I'm going to sit here and show you how it's done. So many of us breathe predominantly with the chest. That's very normal. And this time, I want to see if you can breathe with more parts of the body. So hook your hands underneath your armpits like this. Place your hands on top of the chest. And just feel your breath rise and fall. You might even like to place your hands on your chest as you rise and fall. This is quite a nice feeling as well. So you become aware of your own breath. Again, breathing through the nose. Now bring your hands just towards your lower ribs, the floating ribs they're called. And see if you can get your hands to move with your breath. So breathing in, fingertips come apart, breathing out, fingertips come together. And then finally bring your hands down below your belly button. And see if you can breathe into your hands here. Okay, now we're going to see if we can put that together. So hands under the armpits, breathe in here, just a third of a breath. Hands the bottom of your lungs, third of a breath. Hands on your belly, third of a breath. So now you've got a full breath, and now you can just breathe out. Make sure you breathe all your air out. Let's do that again. Breathing in, breathing in, breathing in, and breathing out. You might like to do that lots of times. Now there's some strange things we do in yoga which you may or may not be familiar with, and one of them is chanting. And I used to hate chanting, I used to think it was very strange. But I do it every day now because it makes me happy. And there's one chant which you might have heard of which is very simple, and I'm going to do it now. So you can either just listen to me, which in itself is quite, I hope it's quite nice, or you can join in, which is even better. So you might want to make sure that your door's closed. You might want to chant very quietly, there's lots of people in your house. Or if you're on your own, give it some welly and really chant out loud, and you'll notice a big difference. Or even if you prefer just to sing your favourite song, that's something you can do when this video is ended. So the chant I'm going to do 3 times, and you can join in with me whenever you like. Okay, so you close your eyes, sit up nice and tall, breathe in. Bring your hands together and remember your promise to yourself, whether it was kindness or calmness or peace. I hope this has helped. Please feel free to ask me any questions at all.